In this video, we reimagine the Titanic disaster under the leadership of Sagittarius sign to explore the full details of the event and the decisions that shaped its outcome. Don't miss our main video. First of all, we recommend that you watch the main video about the Titanic disaster from the videos on our channel. You can find the video link in the description. Let's rewrite the Titanic's fate with Sagittarius zodiac sign. The Sagittarius captain would have stood out on the Titanic with their optimism and adventurous nature. The natural confidence and broad perspective of Sagittarius could have helped keep the passengers' morale high. This captain would see every detail of the voyage as an adventure, saying things like, "Life is a journey, and it's up to us to make it unforgettable." This optimism would create a cheerful and hopeful atmosphere on board. However, at times, this optimism might have caused them to overlook serious threats the ship could face. Just before the Titanic struck the iceberg, the Sagittarius captain would have made bold decisions to confront potential dangers. For instance, despite radar warnings, they might have maintained the ship's speed, thinking, "We can only overcome this danger by moving forward." While this determination might have inspired the crew, it could also have led to risks being underestimated. With their adventurous spirit, the captain might have chosen to push ahead in open waters rather than navigating to a safer route. After hitting the iceberg, the Sagittarius captain would have maintained their optimism to calm the chaos on board. They might have addressed the passengers, saying, "Everything is under control. Together, we'll get through this." Their calm and reassuring words could have temporarily eased the panic among passengers. However, this optimism might have led them to perceive the situation as less dangerous than it actually was, delaying critical rescue operations. In the midst of the crisis, the Sagittarius captain would have acted quickly and dynamically. For example, right after the collision, they would have ordered the crew to prepare the lifeboats and have passengers board in an orderly fashion. However, their tendency to overlook details while making swift decisions might have caused some lifeboats to be underutilized, leaving passengers behind even when space was available. The captain's leadership would have gone beyond decision-making and relied heavily on their captivating personality. Their charisma would shine brightly in the crisis, inspiring passengers to believe, "If the captain is this calm and confident, then we must be safe." However, this inspiring leadership could have sometimes blinded them to the severity of the situation, leading to an underestimation of the danger at hand. To reduce panic, the captain's strategy would have been to stay in constant communication with passengers, offering words of hope, saying things like, "This is just a temporary challenge. Together, we can overcome anything," would have provided great comfort to families with children. However, such excessive positivity might have led some passengers to not take the ship sinking seriously enough. The Sagittarius captain would have encouraged quick and efficient use of the lifeboats. Their optimism could have motivated the crew to act swiftly, with calls like, "Let's keep moving. There's plenty of room for everyone." However, this same optimism might have led them to overlook the importance of ensuring each lifeboat was filled to capacity, potentially leaving valuable space unused. As a natural risk-taker, the Sagittarius captain might have chosen a bold strategy to avoid the iceberg. For example, instead of slowing down, they might have opted to increase speed, believing that the ship could outrun or maneuver around the danger. This approach could have either saved the ship or exacerbated the disaster. Upon spotting the iceberg, the Sagittarius captain might have attempted an unorthodox maneuver to avoid collision. This adventurous move could have been a stroke of genius or a high-stakes gamble. While their daring approach might have inspired admiration, it also carried a significant risk of failure. The Sagittarius captain would have made a point to openly communicate with passengers, ensuring they felt informed and reassured. Statements like, "Here's what's happening, and here's how we're going to handle it," might have comforted some but caused unnecessary panic in others who didn't need to know every detail. The captain's natural enthusiasm and team-oriented mindset would have fostered collaboration among the crew. They might have rallied everyone with phrases like, "We're all in this together. Let's do our best." However, their tendency to focus on the big picture rather than the finer details might have resulted in miscommunications or overlooked tasks. After the initial chaos, the Sagittarius captain would have focused on lifting the spirits of those who survived. They might have circulated among the passengers, offering words of encouragement like, "Help is on the way, we just need to hold on a little longer." This infectious positivity would have been a vital source of morale for everyone waiting for rescue. Even during the crisis, the Sagittarius captain's love for exploration and discovery would have driven them to consider innovative solutions. For instance, they might have suggested using available materials creatively to increase survival chances. However, this innovative thinking might have occasionally distracted them from addressing immediate practical needs. The Sagittarius captain would have ensured women and children were the first to board lifeboats. Their passionate speeches about fairness and safety might have inspired trust and cooperation. However, their fast-paced nature might have made the implementation of these plans less efficient than intended. While the Sagittarius captain excelled at taking immediate action, they might have struggled with long-term planning during the crisis. For example, they might have focused on immediate survival without fully considering what would happen once the lifeboats were in the water. This approach could have led to both short-term victories and long-term challenges. The Sagittarius captain would have been a beacon of positive energy, keeping spirits high throughout the ordeal. They might have encouraged the passengers with comments like, "We've faced worse storms before." This morale boost could have helped the rescue efforts proceed more smoothly. The captain's adventurous spirit might have led them to try unconventional methods to save the Titanic. For example, they might have ordered a daring course change or a creative repair strategy. However, these bold efforts would have required careful planning, and their lack of attention to details could have hindered success. If you were in the captain's position, would you act with the bold and optimistic approach of a Sagittarius? Or would you choose a more strategic and detail-oriented path? How would you change the Titanic's fate? Explore how other zodiac signs would handle this challenge to uncover new possibilities. If you liked this video, don't forget to support our channel to keep the content coming. Subscribe, like our videos, and share your thoughts in the comments. Your feedback means the world to us and keeps us motivated. Now, it's time to explore our other videos.